Welcome to Real Estate Radio San Antonio with your hosts Carla and Stan Hester. Here we'll bring you an important hour of radio every Sunday right here on 930 AM The Answer. We are part of the Real Estate Radio Network, which is the national network of local real estate professionals dedicated to delivering timely, balanced truth about the local market conditions in an effort to help Americans maintain good credit, minimize their debt, and to achieve the dream of home ownership. Carla and I are professional mortgage officers. Our NOLS numbers are Carla's is 219059 and mine is 956893. We kind of got those criteria out of the way there, didn't we, Carla?
Yes, and it's we're residential mortgage loan originators. So.
I'm one of these things all the time, you know.
Is it politically correct?
Or legally correct, I guess, would be the thing.
Yeah.
So we're off to a great start this morning here, getting confused on what's going on as we head into the holiday season, and it just seems to be the way things are going. But
I know, because it's afternoon. It's 3 p.m. now.
Is it already?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, this is a segment of our show that we talk about mortgage matters, and we're going to get into that. But we'd like to take just a few moments to talk about what's going on around town. And I know yesterday they had the Tamale Festival down at the Pearl Brewery. And unfortunately, I was unable to make that at the time, but it just seemed like a great event. And I thought, what a lot of fun that'd be just to go down. I think the price point was like from $1 to $5. And, you know, I was real excited about those type of things that are going on.
Yeah, I mean, this time of year, there's a lot of things going on. And one of my most favorite events is helping. I just organized. Well, Stan, you didn't go, but I organized that big tour in Fair Oaks Ranch for realtors.
I heard great things about that.
Yeah, that was fun. And I know there's another one coming up at Cordillera Ranch next week. And they're going to have some shopping, so there'll be a big property tour out there, and that's fun. But in terms of what's going around, other things going around San Antonio, one of the traditionals I love is the Riverwalk lights.
Yeah,
that just went up earlier along the Ford Holiday River Parade.
Yeah, it's you know they've got those down there. They've got the University Incarnate Word. They've got Trinity University that all have lights on there. But there was a couple of things that Donna was sharing with us at the office the other day about the helicopter tours, the tours of the lights that are going on. And so I actually researched that. And what a great thing that is.
So where do you catch the? Is it a helicopter? So
yeah, down at Stinson Airfield, you can get on a helicopter. It'll take you for, I think they've got like a 16-minute ride. They've got a 30-minute ride. I mean, they even got some rides that go all the way up to Austin, and you can have lunch and come back. I mean, yeah, I was amazed at what was going on for an evening ride, you can get, you know, on there. You can go for 16 minutes and see the lights. You can go up and see, you know, the north part of town and go around the Alamo.
Cost? It was related to all that.
I don't know. It was like, it was $100 or $200 a person, but it's kind of like one of those once in a lifetime type of events. And so, yeah, it'd be a great Christmas present for somebody or a gift card for someone to do like that. Or
it used to be the carriage rides. Now we're going to take a helicopter to see the lights.
Well, it's a little faster. You can see more, you know. Something about just, you know, standing behind that horse for 30 minutes.
Well, what I'm excited about is our guest, Scott Small from Keller Williams, is going to join us today. But first, let's talk about what matters most, and that's mortgage matters.
Usually we address the what to do's and what nots to do during the home buying process, but today we want to address a topic that seems to pop up from time to time with our clients, and that's understanding your credit before you apply for a home loan. You know, there's some typical credit tips that we do through that, Carla, but you want to lead us on some of that and just kind of share with that your expertise on how someone can get ready?
Well, I guess I would say let's start with paying the bills on time and paying on time and paying off debt and avoiding signing new loans before applying for a mortgage. So just keep in mind anytime that you apply for new debt, whether it be installment or credit card, your credit will drop until you establish a repayment history on that new trade line. So I always say don't do anything if you're thinking about buying a house. Let's do what we call a pre-approval, pre-qualification, and look at that, you know, what you can do and make sure that you stay credit worthy. You want to keep your credit card usage down at 30% or lower. So just because your balance and because your limit's $5,000 doesn't mean we want to charge $3,000. We want to keep it under 30% of that.
Now, what happens exactly when your credit card goes to? I mean, let's say example. I've got a credit card for the $1,000 balance, and I run it up to $900. So I'm still under the balance.
You're still
How does
under
that
the
affect me when you
balance,
say
but
at 30%?
But what it looks like to the creditor that you're struggling and that you're maxing out on your limits. And what happens to your scores? It can fall anywhere from 10 to 20 points
By just
on one trade line. By
still being under your balanced credit, though, right?
that's right.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think most people understand that. I mean, I never did for a long time. I thought, well, how's that going to
You're
affect
paying
my
it on
credit?
time. You're
Yeah,
underneath
right.
what your limit is, and it's all good. But I mean, if you're buying a house, you want to keep it down under 30%. And to boost your credit score, you just want to pay those. And many times we talk about that when we pre-qualify you, is pay those credit cards down if you have the ability to pay it down. Because if you're going through conventional, especially conventional, and even some of your government loans, your credit score impacts what rate you're going to get. So we want to get you where you're buying the biggest purchase you'll ever buy is in your house normally, and you want to get the best rate that you deserve.
Now, one of the big things that goes on around the country is this push to pay off those credit cards, cut them up, and don't have any debt. So let's talk a little bit about how that can affect. I mean, that can be a good thing. It can be a bad thing. But in certain situations, what can that affect on your credit score if you close those accounts, those credit card accounts?
Yeah, well, you'll lose points. Your credit score could plummet if you closed a bunch of accounts at one time. The other thing, to qualify for a conventional, usually you have to have 3 active trade lines. So if you're down and you don't have any credit because you pay cash for everything, then when it comes to buying, you don't have any established trade lines that can be measured over the last 12 or 24 months. So credit is good.
What exactly is a trade line?
A trade line is your installment. It's your credit card. It's your car payment. It's your mortgage payment. Those are trade lines, and they show up on your credit report as a trade line. So Bank of America or Chase is a trade line. Mercedes is a trade line.
Okay.
American Express.
Mercedes, American Express. Well, those are high trade lines. I like those.
I mean, it could be Capital One or Target. But if you're just tuning in, you're listening to Real Estate Radio San Antonio, and that's realestateradiosa.com. Please visit us on our website and give us some ideas that you'd like to hear on your show, Real Estate Radio San Antonio.
The statistics are out there that 25% of people that apply for a loan are denied. And I don't have anything to back that up. That's just what I've read a couple of times, and it's been right around that number. But what are some of the things that we can do that that they look at, as we call this pre-qual period, and we pull the credit report, but is everything on there legit? It's on that credit report, or?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. And some examples, I think, we had a person that got ready to close, and they had a $47 medical bill pop up on their credit report, and kind of really plummeted their credit score, and we had to jump through some hoops late in the 11th hour to be able to close on their house on time. But you never know what's going to happen on that credit report, and these are things that we look at.
If you don't look at something, if you don't open the hood and check your oil in your car ever, you never know if you're low on oil until your oil light comes on, and then sometimes it's too late. So it's just we call it a credit checkup, just like anything else. And I remember when we bought a house, and we weren't checking our credit, and we had our credit pulled. I had a collection on there from years ago from a dentist for $85, and they said they sent me a letter 5 years ago. But anyway, I paid it. They did take it off the credit, but I didn't know it was there. And
really, open your hood and check your oil? Well, were you daddy's girl or what?
Yes,
huh?
yes, it was.
I like that.
I know
one.
how to do that.
Wow, that came out of I can see you were really daddy's girl, huh? But we don't. The last thing you want to do is be denied that mortgage in what we refer to as the 11th hour, when it gets late into the fact. Knowledge has always been said. Knowledge is power. And that's how it should be. Know where your credit report is. Pull it well before, get with us or a lender. Look at that credit report, as we say so often, in getting pre-qualified, but know where you are long before you start that process, or that way that'll allow you to know exactly what needs to be done, how to clean it up. I mean, a few points in your credit score, a 620 to a 750 can be a difference in actually your rates or points or money on your monthly payment, correct?
Oh yeah, most definitely. And it puts you in the driver's seat. So I always say, it just prepares you. It prepares you for what your payment's going to be, and we can a lot of times fix things and get you the best credit, the best interest rate as you're out there shopping. So we could be working on credit issues while you're looking for a house, because we know we've gotten the roadmap. We know the direction we're going, and you and your realtor can be out there shopping for your house. And it's just putting a plan together like your financial planner.
And one of the good things about putting a plan together also that we look at is that how much money do you need to have available to purchase that home? I mean, there's a lot of different programs. There's 3.5% FHA. There's 5% unconventional. There's VA that have zero down. There's USDA has zero down, but they have other costs involved in there. Mm-hmm. Those are the things to review: where that property is, what you qualify for. And it's good to know exactly how much money you're going to have, because maybe you don't have that much money at the time, and you can cut out a few things in the next 30, 60, 90, even 120 days before you purchase on that house, where you can put that money away in the bank and have it ready to go, where you're not scrambling and not able to purchase that home.
We can talk about gift funds. We could talk about gift funds and USDA. There's a lot of things that you can do to for your down payment, and then for your closing costs. A lot of times the lender can help you and the seller can help you. So a lot of times it's a lot cheaper to get into a new home versus into an apartment or lease a house.
Yeah, sometimes it's cheap.
I was going to say sometimes, but almost in every case.
Almost all the time, yeah.
It's cheaper to get into a house than it is to get into a lease.
And there's so many programs out there available. So just, give us a call. You can reach us at 210-708-3152. Again, that's 210-708-3152. You can call us. You can text us. We're also www.realestateradiosa.com. And so reach out. We also want you to, if you would, visit our realestateradiosa.com website. If you have some questions that you want us to talk about, you want us to review, we'll look at those. We'll try and bring those up on the show and talk about that, because these are important matters to you, and if it matters to you, I'm pretty sure it matters to somebody else out there that has the same interest also. So
what you want to do is you want to stay tuned. We're going to be right back, and we're going to have a certified real estate divorce realtor. And if you're interested in looking at selling or buying your home, stay tuned.